Let's talk about quotation. So the quote special form evaluates to the quoted expression. That expression is not evaluated. So if I quote an expression, that is a quote special form. And for example, quoting plus 1, 2 evaluates to the scheme list, which contains the symbol plus followed by the number 1 followed by the number 2. It does not evaluate to 3 because it's quoted. That's the whole point of quote, is that we can turn anything we want, any expression, into data just by quoting it. So the expression itself is the value of the quote expression, and putting a single quote in front of an expression is just a shorthand for the quote special form, which involves more parentheses. So we're actually saving parentheses when we use this. That is, quote 1, 2 is equivalent to quote 1, 2. And this equivalency goes both ways. So when we see this is a special piece of syntactic information which we'd like to actually get rid of by the time our scheme evaluator has to deal with the case of evaluating a quote expression. So what actually happens in your project is that the scheme read parser converts this shorthand into a regular old combination that starts with the word quote. So what am I talking about? Well, there's a file called scheme reader. And what scheme reader does is it just reads expressions. It doesn't actually do any sort of summing. And we looked at this before. This is called the syntactic analyzer, and it's also running the lexical analyzer as well. And it can do fancy things like take something that's broken up on multiple lines and has decimal points in it and turn it in to a nested expression, understanding that 2.3 is a whole number and that the third element of this list is in fact a list itself. Now with quotation, I can write quote 1, 2, or I can write quote 1, 2, and it's up to scheme reader to convert them both into an equivalent form, since one is just a shorthand for the other. So when the scheme evaluator actually deals with quotation, it never sees this. It only sees that.